On April 3, 2015, Thailand's Prime Minister declared zero tolerance against human trafficking as a national agenda, making the government's serious and sustained efforts to eliminate severe forms of the so-called modern slavery, while protecting human dignity of vulnerable victims. In practice, proactive, victim-centric, intelligence-led approach and get-tough measures have been adopted to combat trafficking in persons, which can be seen by vigorous prosecution, harsh punishment, asset forfeiture and punitive sanctions against official complicity throughout the past 2 years. In 2016, out of 333 cases investigated, child sex trafficking remains a major type of exploitation that accounted for 75%, 3 of which involved the emergence of online child pornography, investigated by the Thai CAC task force. Out of 75 labour trafficking cases investigated in 2016 and 69 cases in 2015, 43 cases were related to labour trafficking in the fishery industry in 2016 and 39 cases in 2015, respectively. Due to stringent police operations, investigation of tip cases that resulted in the apprehension of traffickers rose by 18%, up to 333 cases in 2016, as compared to 317 cases in 2015 and 280 cases in 2014. In 2016, the government set forth the KPI for all criminal justice agencies to clear the backlog of tip cases in the system. As a result, 86% of cases initiated in 2016 were completed by police interrogators, whereas all backlogged cases since 2014 have been forwarded to the prosecutor's office, which can be seen by the time spent per case dropping from 118 to 72 days for police interrogation in 2016. That is equivalent to about 40% improvement. In 2016, the public prosecutors indicted 301 trafficking cases, representing a rise by 30%, as compared to 251 cases in 2015 and 231 cases in 2014. Whereas 268 defendants were convicted in 2016, representing 30% higher than the previous year's figure of 205 convictions. Harsh sentences were imposed for convicted traffickers, with 57% receiving more than 5 years of imprisonment and 20% receiving more than 10 years of imprisonment. The number of court convictions being finalized within a year is as high as 90%, representing apparent compliance with the President of the Supreme Court's speedy trial recommendation. From 11 tip cases under financial examination by AMLO since 2015, over 979 million Thai baht, or about 27.8 million US dollars of the trafficking syndicate's assets have been seized. In 2016, the civil court rendered 6 orders to forfeit over 87.5 million Thai baht, or 2.4 million US dollars worth of these assets. Issues related to official complicity have been faithfully tackled with no compromise. As of May 2017, 61 complicit officials have been charged with criminal offences and bribery, including 34 police, 7 military, 3 civil servants and 17 local officials, 7 of whom were convicted, 25 on trial, 4 being prosecuted, 12 being interrogated by the police, and 13 being inquired by the Public Sector Anti-Corruption Commission. While waiting for the determination of punitive sanctions, 33 were dismissed, removed, or suspended from their service. In 2016, proactive victim-centric, intelligence-led measures, as driven by RTP, have been implemented in various police operations as follows. 5 out of 13 suspects of the Natari massage parlor ring were sentenced up to 13 years of imprisonment, with about $20 million worth of assets seized by AMLO. 4-month-long sting operations followed by simultaneous search operations targeted on 7 karaoke bars of the Big Boss ring in Chiang Mai, resulted in the apprehension of 7 suspects and the seizure of $670,000 worth of assets by AMLO. Thailand-Myanmar information sharing and close cooperation that led to a prompt search operation in Phuket, rescuing 30 Myanmar workers kept in captivity, resulted in the conviction of 2 Myanmar traffickers within 6 months. Only within 5 months long of police interrogation and court proceedings, the traffickers of 8 Laotian minors, whom were forced to work in the melon farm and to solicit prostitution in Ton Nam karaoke bar, received 21 years of prison terms. The first online child pornography case in northern Thailand, investigated by Thai CAC Task Force with the discovery of 7 minors for victim interviews, together with digital forensics evidence, resulted in the conviction of a defendant on child sex exploitation and related charges to 4 years imprisonment without probation.